The rumors around the Chargers right now are swirling. We are one day away from veterans reporting to camp, and we're going to have a ton of coverage for that for you. But I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss out on these rumors on Keenan Allen. Chargers Now is presented by Prize Picks. I'm your host, Will Ortner, and we know that General Manager Joe Ortiz has made it clear he wants to make another move. There's a ton of cap space available to the Chargers. They could very easily go out and use that money to go and get a player, maybe two, maybe three, that can help bolster this team, whether it is a free agent, wide receiver, offensive lineman, couple of other spots that this team can really go and take a look at. According to Over the Cap, Chargers have over $40 million in available cap space to use. So when are they going to use that available cap space to them? It certainly feels like any day now a player is going to get signed to the team. We are going to talk about one player in particular on today's video. Yes, of course, that is Keenan Allen, because I think the rumors are unfortunate and the Chargers might not be able to use this available cap space to go and get him. What am I talking about? I'll let you know after I give you a big hearty thank you, love you, appreciate you. We end up hitting 5,000 subscribers over the weekend. You know here, me and producer Tom, we've been pushing very hard to hit that goal. Thank you so very much. If it's your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button. We're going to have you covered all year long. Don't miss out. Daily Chargers content you're going to want to see. So let's look at the free agent wide receivers, because there's a multitude of different guys. Now, of course, this is at the time of recording, but Stefon Diggs, Keenan Allen, and Deebo Samuel, these are all still guys that are out on the market, and they're all guys that we have talked about on the channel as potentially coming in and joining this Chargers roster, whether it be them come in and be a 2 or a 3 with this team, add some veteran leadership to that wide receiver room, and also help take the talent of this team to the next level. Now, most Charger fans, it's pretty clear who they want. They want that guy right there in the middle in Keenan Allen. He is someone who has obviously been a franchise favorite. He has been someone who has been with the team for a very long time, only really leaving for that brief stint in Chicago. But the rumors around Allen seem to be pointing in him going in a different direction. When you look at the last 4 seasons for Allen, when the guy's healthy, man, he's out on the field, he's still performing. Even last year, yes, it's a down year in terms of his production, more receptions than the previous year, but, the yards average is lower, touchdowns drops off a little bit. To sit here and say that he can't still play in this league would frankly be an incorrect statement. He's a very talented wide receiver, can do a lot of things after the catch. Keenan Allen would be a good player to have on basically every roster in the National Football League. When you look at the depth at the wide receiver position, there's a lot of talent there, but again, a lot of young talent. Even Quentin Johnston, who is the old man of the crew, he's only been in the National Football League for a handful of years. Trey Harris is going into year 2, McConkey's going into year 3, Brennan Thompson's going into year 1. So you could certainly see why a team like the Los Angeles Chargers would want to go in and get Keenan Allen. He'd help bolster up that age. He's already been with this team, and it's very clear that he would be successful with the Chargers. He was very successful with the Chargers last year. He is someone that would work well with Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel wants to get the football to his players in a position where they can go and make moves, where they can go and make people miss, where they can go and do things that they are known for doing with the football, right? You are an athlete. There's a reason why you play wide receiver in the National Football League. Find a way to get that football to them. And I think that McDaniel would get the most out of what is left of the career of Keenan Allen. The problem is right now is that Allen isn't only linked to Los Angeles. In fact, we reported earlier that Allen has made it clear that he is not limiting himself to the West Coast, which is what he did last year. He's saying that he's open to kind of going anywhere. And if you're a Chargers fan, that should be a problem in itself. But now that he's starting to get linked by NFL experts to other teams, specifically one NFL team, I think that is where it's time to start getting ready to push the panic button. We're going to let you know who that team is and so much more in just one moment. But first, I need to let you know that today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app and is the best place to win cash while watching sports. With the football season right around the corner, there's no better time to cash in with our friends at Prize Picks. And I'll tell you this, the app is really easy to use. For player picks, just pick more or less on a few players' stats and lock in your lineup. That's it. Prize Picks is available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. One thing I love is the new social feeds feature where you can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups with a single click. You can actually follow me on the app at BigWill7774 to see all of my lineups. Just like this one that I have for the football action going on later on this year. Justin Herbert, more on his pass yards. Quentin Johnston, more on his receiving TDs. Rashid Shaheed, more on his receiving yards. New user offer. Best of all, play your first $5 and get $150 in lineups if you win. Just use code HMA when you sign up. That's right. Prize Picks just switched up their offer, so there's no better time to join. Lock in and win that first lineup. That's code HMA at sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 plus lineup. So the other team that's being specifically linked to Keenan Allen is the New Orleans Saints. Now, the Athletic's Daniel Popper wrote an article where he talked about why the Saints would be a good fit for Keenan Allen. This is important on two forms. First of all, Popper, his previous job with the Athletic was covering, you guessed it, the Los Angeles Chargers. That was the team he was a beat reporter for. He is now going into a new spot. He just announced it today that he is going to be more of a national host with the team or reporter with the team over there at the Athletic. So he's not just locking in on the Chargers. Well, this would give me some insight that Popper might know a thing or two that most people might not necessarily know. He's an expert in the NFL while also having clear ties to the Chargers. Here's what he had to say on why he had Keenan Allen potentially joining the New Orleans Saints. Allen has spent all but one season of his NFL career in Southern California. It's fair to question if he would be even willing to make a move to New Orleans for 2026, but from a football standpoint, this marriage makes a ton of sense. As usual, the Saints are tied up against the cap, so they would likely have to get creative with the structure to make the contract work. Now, if you're a Chargers fan and you want Keenan Allen back in Los Angeles, I'd throw my hat in this ring. This isn't great because if other teams are starting to make moves towards Allen, and he's making it very clear that he's open to moving across the country to go and play, well, then maybe there's some smoke to the fire that is the New Orleans Saints wanting Keenan Allen. Maybe they are in negotiations right now, or at least throwing out offers to Keenan Allen and his representation where he would be willing to hear them out, go down to New Orleans, a place where it is going to be warm, although a different type of warm, a place where he's going to be able to play inside of a dome. And look, there's a lot of reasons why Keenan Allen might look at the Saints and say, hey, that's a team that I'd be willing to go and play for. Keenan Allen will sign with the Chargers. I'm predicting this. Do you agree with this prediction or not? Let me know, yes or no, down below in our comment section on why Keenan Allen would stay in Los Angeles. Now, the first reason why Keenan Allen might want to go to New Orleans, pretty simple. Got a good quarterback. Tyler Shuck, I don't know if you know this. If you're an Oregon football fan, you might dispute this, but I'm telling you, that rookie year went pretty well for Shuck. He looked more than competent. He was very capable of running that team. Now, obviously, his production is on a more limited basis. They had a different starter over there. I believe it was Spencer Rattler, but it's clear that Tyler Shuck is not a bad QB. Now, he's got to get the interception number to go down, the yardage number to go up. Completion percentage isn't bad. He found a way to make that team relevant in New Orleans, and they were a team that was getting the doors blown off them for quite a while. Kellen Moore is also there in New Orleans. He's a brilliant offensive mind, obviously with some ties to the Chargers and Allen. He's someone that has had a lot of success in his career, whether it was when he was a quarterback or now obviously being a coach as a coordinator and as a head coach. Now, you might see a world where Keenan Allen is going, hey, I want to go and play for that man as my head coach. It's also a very young wide receiver room in New Orleans, so they are in need of a veteran presence. They are in need of someone who can go in and say, hey, boys, this is what you need to do to be ready for the next level. Hey, if this is what a team is going to do in coverage, whether it's man or zone, this would be the best point of attack for you to get open. Chris Olave, look, I know he's been in the league a little bit. He's on the younger side. Jordan Tyson, that's a rookie wide receiver. And you want both of those guys at the top of their craft, specifically Tyson. You want him ready to go as quick as possible because of the fact that you have Tyler Shuck and the success that he has shown that he is capable of. You would want to make sure that you have that team ready to go. Now, that being said, I don't agree with those reasons. Or I understand what those reasons are, but they should not be a big enough factor or big enough driving factors to bring Keenan Allen to New Orleans. Now, if Keenan Allen just wants to continue to play football and he wants to make a bunch of money or maybe more money doing so, maybe there's a world where he goes to the Saints, although they don't really have the cap space, but maybe this is a situation where the Chargers don't want to give up some of that cap space for Allen because he is on the back half of his career. But there's really one thing in the world left for Keenan Allen to achieve, as winning a Super Bowl. I know that a second-year head coach won a Super Bowl last year. That's not where the New Orleans Saints and Kellen Moore are going to find themselves. That's a team that's going to be fighting for that division in the NFC South, and maybe they make it to the postseason because the NFC South is not very good. I don't see them as a wild card team in the NFC. So to me, it's way smarter to choose Los Angeles. Why? Well, you have a better QB, at least right now. I don't think that anyone is going to have an argument here that Justin Herbert is a more proven product than Tyler Shuck. I'm not attacking Tyler Shuck here. It's just a fact. Justin Herbert had a better production last year. He had more games, but better production. He is someone who has proven this year after year after year because he has been in the National Football League now for a very long time. I think that with the addition of Mike McDaniel, that's going to allow him to even expand upon the success that he's had. You got a better quarterback throwing you the football. At wide receiver, it just makes sense to go there. You got a better team in Los Angeles. The Chargers, if they stay healthy, this is a team that can compete, not for the AFC West, not for the AFC, but for the Super Bowl. The New Orleans Saints, best case scenario, are a postseason team that maybe sneaks up on one, right? They're the team that is the worst divisional winner, and then maybe they sneak up on a wild card team that had some injuries that didn't go their way, or a wild card team that's a bit frustrated that they're in the position that they're in. The team in Los Angeles is better. The Chargers. There's no world where the New Orleans Saints are a better team than the Los Angeles Chargers, at least at this point. Lastly, it's a better coach. Again, I like Kellen Moore. He's from the state of Washington. Prosser, shout out the Mustangs. I'm from the state of Washington. I support guys from the West Coast. But Jim Harbaugh is a better coach right now. He has a better proven track record. He has a national title in college football. He's gotten to a Super Bowl as a head coach in the NFL. He is someone, in my opinion, that right now should be viewed as a head coach in a different tier than Kellen Moore. One day Kellen Moore could get there, but he's not there right now. So if you're Keenan Allen and the only thing left for you to achieve is a Super Bowl, why are you going anywhere other than Los Angeles? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, maybe there's another team that jumps in that has a legit shot at getting there. I don't know. But right now, it certainly doesn't seem to think that there's a ton of suitors, and the Chargers are the best one. Is there a free agent in the National Football League right now that you need in LA? You're looking at him and you're like, I need that guy on my team. Doesn't matter if it's Keenan Allen or someone completely different. Let us know down below in our comment section. Thank you guys so much for viewing today's video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, thank you for getting us to 5K. We're already almost to 5,100 subscribers. That's how quickly it's been turning around here. We really appreciate every single one of you. You're going to get Chargers content all year long. Make sure that you go tell someone that you love them today. And as always, bolt up.